This is the video recording of our game Eternal Blades. So I'm going to start the game. So the opening prologue will play first.
Before memory, before kings, the world tore itself apart, and the blade shattered with it. Forged in light, shattered in despair, Excalibur was no more. Its fragments fell into silence, buried in stone and sorrow. But fragments remember. They whisper in ruins, calling for a hand to bear their weight. Many came blinded by greed. All were devoured. Until one, cloaked in silence, nameless, unbound, knelt before the shard. 3 realms guard the broken sword. The realm of men, scarred by pride. The realm of beasts, wild and unbroken. And the realm of spirits, where memory itself bleeds. Each bound by a guardian, twisted in hunger, cursed to protect what remains. Yet behind it all was the one who remembers only hunger. But the shard remembers hope. And so the wanderer rose. No name, no crown, only the weight of a blade long broken. Then I will carry it, he said.
Okay, so this is the main menu for our game. The settings, we can adjust the volume. This is the tutorial. It shows all the key bindings and controls of the game. And we have the credits, the developers that worked on the game. So we can go into our first level. So this is level 1. We have starting off with the bonfire. This acts as a respawn point, and also the when the player interacts with it, they can restore their health. You can interact with the environment. And let's pick up some potions. So let's pick them up first. So we can open the inventory by pressing I. So we have 4 potions. We have the red potion that restores a certain amount of stamina. Then we have the blue potion. It's a stamina regen potion. It restores stamina, but in intervals. We have the small green potion. It's a health regen potion. It restores health in intervals, and the big green potion restores health, certain amount of health instantly. Close that, and we can use the middle mouse button to cycle through the hotbar and select which potion to use. You can press X on the keyboard to use the selected potion. And for the attacks, we have the left click on the mouse is the normal attack. You can hold left shift and left mouse to use a heavy attack. And we can press R to enhance our left click, our basic attack. And then we have Q that can perform an ultimate. The R skill also enhances the ultimate. So you can collect potion, and we have NPCs throughout the game that you can interact with. Some of them you can interact with them second time, then they have a different dialogue. So you can go here. on to the next section of the level. There's more NPCs we can interact with. Some enemies. Wait for my stamina to regenerate. We can use this. So most actions for attacking and dodging will require stamina. So once you're not using the stamina for a short while, then it will slowly regenerate back to full. Move on. So this is the village. You can see most of the NPCs are here. You can interact with them. So we have a bonfire. You can see it restored my health when resting it there. Few more NPCs you can interact with. And we can go to this lever. Once you activate, it will unlock the boss area. Here we will fight the boss.
Finally.
So you can use this blue potion, it will restore stamina every second. So once we defeat the boss, the portal will activate and we can move on to the next level. So this is our loading screen. As it loads, you can see there's different tips that the player can see. Okay, so this is level 2. Same with the bonfire at the start. Regen some health, pick up some potions. So once we defeat the boss in the first level, it unlocks the second stance. So you can press 1 and 2 to switch between stances. Each different stance have different movesets. So like this one, this is the skill, this is the ultimate. So the player can choose which stance they want to use. So level 2 is a maze. So the player will need to go around and look for the path to the boss arena. Some statues you can interact with. So you can see that is the boss arena, but this path is blocked off. So the player will have to find another way around. Then we can see this spirit here. The player sees this blue spirit, that means they're going in the right direction. So let's find another way around. So the player is also encouraged to try and explore the maze as much as they can, because there's potions scattered around the maze. The more potions they collect, then the boss fight will be easier. Okay, there's, you can see another blue spirit here, means we are going in the right way. So it's over there. So there's another blue spirit over there. So this should be the right way to the boss. Just restore some of my stamina first. Okay, so we are here. This is the boss arena. So now we will fight the boss.
There shall be no light. Surrender,
So
and I will
once
let you live.
once the boss drops to 70% HP, they will go into phase 2 where they'll summon these pillars. So we have to destroy these pillars first before we can damage the boss, because if the pillars are still active, the boss is immune to damage. So we'll just go around, destroy the pillars. Okay, now we can start attacking the boss again. Potion. Okay, so once we defeat the boss, the portal will activate. Now we are loading into level 3. So, same in level 3. We have a bonfire at the start. So, level 3 will have a lot more enemies. Have some traps around. If the player steps in them, they'll take damage. So, let's see. So the boss arena is here, so the players can actually choose to. Okay, the player can choose to either explore more, or they can just straight go to the boss. So if the player dies, they will respawn here, and the enemies will also respawn. So let's go to the boss.
Prepare to die. You are no match
So
to my
similar to level 2, if the boss goes into the second phase, we have to destroy the pillars. Store some help, some stamina. So once the boss reaches 30% HP, you go into phase 3 and you spawn the spikes all over the boss arena. So if the players steps on the spikes, they'll take damage. So the player has to make sure, be aware of his surroundings. Let's defeat the boss. Okay, so once you defeat the boss and the portal activates, that's it. We have reached the end of the game. So thank you. So we can exit the game. So this is it for the video recording.